Hi. So today I want to talk about boundaries, and I'm going to give you one very good reason why it's important that children from an early age learn to understand what healthy boundaries mean. And that very good reason is romantic relationships. Okay, so uh, this stems from your childhood and what you're taught in your childhood. Okay, so if you come from a family where there's been a history of abuse or sexual abuse, then you will not, that person who was abused will not know how to form healthy boundaries, right? Healthy romantic or sexual boundaries, right? If that person is your parent, then they have not been able to instill in you the understanding of what forms a healthy boundary in a healthy relationship, okay? Then you become a parent and you pass that on to your child, right? Okay, so what we've got to do is get to an understanding of what is a healthy relationship and what is, and we do that through an understanding of healthy boundaries. Okay, so healthy boundaries are where you can make a decision about what is appropriate and what is inappropriate for you. And that comes from a bit of self-awareness. Okay, you've got to understand what your values are. So if you have your values and then you have an unhealthy boundary, you'll attract people who are kind of aligned with your values, right? But kind of is not a very good foundation for any relationship, let alone a romantic relationship, right? So if you can be self-aware enough to understand what your values are, then you can use that as a boundary and then align with people who share your values, right? And there we have the foundation of a healthy relationship, right? Somebody who aligns to your values. But this is very nuanced work, right? Because it comes with an attachment of emotion, an attachment of trauma, an attachment of what you've been taught. And so from a very early age, you are kind of given a template on what is healthy and what is unhealthy. So you have to either adjust your template by going to coaching or going to therapy or doing a bit of the work on yourself. And if you're a parent, that's kind of the best gift you can give to your child, to go and do that work on yourself. We are the generation that has to take responsibility for this because this is now in our social vocabulary, so it's kind of up to us. And this is what we can give to our children, right? I myself was born into a parents who didn't have healthy boundaries, okay? So that meant I carried that into my relationships, I carried that into my adult life. And then when my children came along, I realized that I didn't have very healthy boundaries. So I had to go and do some work on what are healthy boundaries and how do I create healthy boundaries. And that was really important for me, but it's very important for them because you are their example, you are their leader, you are their guide, and you provide the template for their future relationships. So you can start with the children, but as a parent, it's very good if you can start with yourself. What is a healthy relationship? What is a healthy boundary? Yeah, go and figure it out. If you get stuck, you know where I am. I can help. Thanks for listening. Click on subscribe and share this to anybody else who you think might be relevant for, okay? Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye.